Hey guys, it's Babypowder, and I've got another farm video for you. I actually was planning on doing a different farm video, but as you guys have known since I've been mentioning it on the openings, and if you've been at stream, I built a new team. And so, with that new team, today we actually took them to Outland to get, to farm up some Outland transmog. It used to be that to stock up stuff in Outland, I would just go to the Primal Fire Farm or something like that to just, get that Outland mog. But I decided this time to actually focus more on the mog, especially since the new group is split up in like 4 different realms, and so they're getting less for the realms. I figured if it was something, a farm that was more concentrated on just transmog and not a material, maybe we get more mog. And we did it on stream for an hour, well, about almost an hour, and I had Scrog helping me, and he did help me point out some of the spots and everything for the farm. And yeah, it still didn't turn out being that great. We didn't really get too much. I think he got like one epic item, but other than that, we really didn't get much. And there's a lot of mobs at this farm, and so you're expecting to get a lot of stuff, and it just seemed fairly bad. But then I decided to see if I could, even though we were struggling to pull it off with all 9 of us and Scrog even be able to run a route. I thought, you know what, I'm going to try and get it to where we can 8-box it without moving and just see if I could pull it off. I never thought I really could before because such a big area to actually have to cover, but I did it. Thanks to Scrog though, I mean, he did definitely help point out a bunch of good spots, but I did readjust it, and I think also we were doing it completely wrong. Now, maybe if you have a whole live group, maybe it's okay to do it the natural way and doing it, with the 2-minute kill timers, but yeah, I feel like doing it for the 20-minute timers like you do with the pet farms is the way to go, and I'll show you guys here in a second and you will see why. So let's go ahead and get to the farm and see how it's done. Alright guys, so here's the farm. A lot of you guys probably recognize this farm, probably seen it before, but yeah, it's a really good farm. I was kind of thinking maybe it wasn't all that great when we were doing it on stream with Scrog and me because we really weren't getting much. Then again though, RNG does take effect and it could be really bad, but then, like I said, I decided to do it a little bit differently, as mostly you're after patterns out here and things of that sort, so maybe not going with the 2-minute timers is the way to go. So yes, I decided to put the pet timer on, did it for 20 minutes at a time, and the results were a lot better. But first off, let me go ahead and show you guys the spots so you can see how you can do it with just 8-man team. Now, really, you cannot probably do it with less than 8. Well, you might be able to do it with 7. I did actually have a phase where I messed up and put 2 potatoes right on top of each other, and I was still getting the respawns. I think the biggest part is just making sure that you are hitting the areas with the biggest group of mobs, because you don't have to hit every single one of them to get to work. But first off, let's go ahead and take a look at where we are. So we are right here. Let me see here. Down here in Shadow Moon Valley, all the way down here at the bottom, right here beside Eclipse Point, and in between Eclipse Point and Sanctum of the Stars, right down here along this cliff. You really can't miss it. I mean, it's a big cliff here with a whole bunch of mobs. So the first spot is located right here, and basically all I did was, I saw this spot right here with all these mobs up on the hill here, and I think this is like the one spot with the most mobs probably in one little area. And here you can hit all these mobs here, all these mobs down through here, even the ones on the corner here, and you're hit. I think you missed these 3, but it's not a big deal. It's 3 mobs, worth the sacrifice to hit all of these. But yeah, you want to be kind of up on the hill here And let's see if I can get some coordinates for you guys. I mean, really, I just try to put myself right in the middle of everything is really just how I try to line it up. But if you guys are looking for coordinates, it's 51.73 and 68. Okay. And then if we go to our next potato in group 1, they're going to be right down the cliff here. Now you are going to be missing all these mobs here, so if you could get another person to come with you, I mean, this is a spot you could hit, but I mean, really, it's only a few mobs. It's not that many, and actually I do think you hit some of these mobs, maybe these. I don't know if you reach those. I don't think you reach those, but you do have one here, and actually this is one of the spots that Scrog actually helped point out, so thank you, Scrog. I didn't have to readjust this one. And I think he was like running back and forth through here. But yeah, right here where circle is, it's just right down at the bottom of this little ramp, or what you want to call it. Right here on the corner here. So you're hitting some of these mobs up here, these mobs, you're even hitting some of these here, and hitting these mobs around here. So like I said, you want to be covering the areas that you can get the most mobs, but you don't have to hit all of them. And then from there, come on down here to where star is, and you do have to watch out. Some of these elite guys will knock your potatoes around a little bit, so I will need to readjust that one. But just down from where circle is, basically out of, to where it's out of the range of what they're already hitting, so you don't want to be double hitting mobs. You want so you can capitalize on getting the most amount of mobs you can. So yeah, if they were actually down here, they'll actually be hitting these guys, even I think the ones down at the very bottom down there. But yeah, just kind of like in the middle between circle and where that little corner is right down there. Okay, from there you want to keep going down to where diamond is. That's the next spot. It looks like we went pretty far, and yeah, we don't need to put them right here on the corner, because I mean, like I said, you are hitting like all these mobs with that potato. So with this one, just put them right here, kind of in the middle here of this like ledge down at the bottom here, and they're able to hit all these mobs around here, all these mobs here, and all these here. Now I think you may miss like one small set of mobs, like just these right here or something, like these two here. I think those are the only ones you do actually miss. I do think this potato actually that's in the next group is still hitting all three of these, but is that all of ours? No, we still have one in group 1. I'll go over group 2 here in just a second. So if we come up here, this is kind of the route. We have potato 2 right here, or another potato. I know we already named off a bunch of them. This was actually my potato 2, and this one really, because all these elite mobs spawn on, this is one you really have to keep lining up sometimes, because they will knock it all around. But yeah, actually, I think when we were doing it, we actually had potato 2 like out here, and I realized that actually a lot of these mobs, I mean, there wasn't that many all around here, and a lot of these mobs that that potato 2 was actually hitting, actually I was still able to, it seemed like I was hitting with my other potato over there. But anyway, so I pulled them out to the gate because there's still a lot of mobs out here, and at this spot right here, kind of where this broken gate is, if you put them here, you can hit a lot of these mobs outside of here. You get this elite group when they spawn out, and they actually like spawn like right here, and then you can also hit some of these mobs inside here. I think you can hit all the way up to here with that potato right there. So you're getting a good majority of these ones that I was actually getting when this, we had the spot right here. Might be that we are missing maybe a couple, maybe just these 3 up on the hill here, maybe these guys, but it's really, like I said, sacrifice a little to gain a lot, and that's the whole concept, so that you're getting more spawns. And you will see in the little clip that I'll run after the little commentary here, you'll see that the spawns were working just fine. We were getting tons of kills, and then we move on to the 3-man group. Okay, that was the 5-man group. 3-man group, right down from, again, we had potato 1 spot right there. If you come on down the ledge here, now I didn't have to adjust this one at all, just right down from circle, but going away from that way, you come down this way right here, and you have a bunch of mobs right in this spot right here. Now you may want to adjust your group 1 to maybe loot over here instead of some of the spots over there. Just thought this was kind of out of the way, so we just go ahead and use this, because especially because this one probably wouldn't be able to loot where Potato 2 is actually located. But then again, you might want to put one of the other guys from the other group up there. But anyway, so right here is where Potato 8 is, and it's just kind of in the center of all these mobs here. So they're able to hit everything around here, even all the way up to here, to the last mob that Circle can actually hit. So I think even these two right here. All right, then the other ones in group 2, which, you know, they're all out of range of each other, so you won't be able to loot down where 8 is. That's my Potato 8, that's why I'm saying 8. But you won't be able to take these guys down there to loot, or that one over here to loot, unfortunately. But they are filling in important spots, so that's why I said maybe you'll want to readjust to where you can loot more on all of them. You know, this just worked out best for me. But anyway, we got Potato 6 right here, and they are just down from where Diamond is. And like I said, I think they may not be able to reach like these guys or something in between here, but they are able to reach pretty far. So yeah, they're killing all these mobs around here, all these mobs here, and even a few up on the hill. I think they may even hit these ones, but they can't hit those. And then, well actually no, we do kill all these, because we have Potato 7 right here, who's going to be killing those, and then killing these and all these up here. Okay, so basically there's a few spots we're missing. Really the biggest spot we're probably missing is, if you remember when we went over here, is just this ledge right here. You're missing, you know what, maybe, what is this, 3, 5, 7, and maybe 9 mobs. And actually I think I hit those, but yeah, there's a few mobs right here that you are missing, and that's probably the biggest part. So I mean, if you had one more person just to cover, so you could cover this spot, I mean, it would be perfect, just perfect. But other than that, I mean, it works great. We get really fast respawns, and like I said, I'm gonna run a clip for you guys in just a second. I mean, you can see, I mean, it's just tons of mobs you're killing. But unfortunately, they do drop a lot of trash. There's a lot of trash these mobs drop, and we experienced that during stream when we were doing it. And it was just, yeah, seemed like it was a waste. Plus, like I said, we weren't covering all the spots like we are now. And I think now, if me and Scrog or just one other person were able to do it, we were able to cover that one spot, it would really be insane. Because I mean, honestly, the spawns, I mean, you can see right now where I'm just killing, I mean, they seem great right now as it is. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and run the clip so you guys can see it kind of sped up and just see how well it works, and then, you know, you guys can come try it yourself. But we'll go over the loot too after that, and you guys can see exactly what I got after I decided to switch it up to 20-minute kill timers. Alright guys, well, welcome back. Hopefully you enjoyed that clip, seeing, you know, where I fly around with the group. You can see my kind of flying route as I loot and everything as well. I know it's kind of sped up, but yeah. Anyway, let's go and take a look at what we did get. We did do this for, I'd say, a little over an hour, because I did like 3 20-minute timers. But anyway, on Potato 1, we didn't get too much really, just these boots, 7,000 gold region value. But then we go to Potato 2, and again, we didn't really get nothing. It's looking pretty bad. No. Then we go to Potato 3. Now, here we got some stuff, as you can tell. So actually, this one actually was left over from when we were streaming. I haven't mailed the stuff over yet, so, but it just shows you that's something else you can get from here. This is like the one good piece I got when we were doing it during the stream. The Crown of Endless Knowledge, 40,000 value. But all the rest of these pieces were from when I was doing it for the video. And so got 10,000 on this Shroud of Spirit Purity. Got Thunder Caller's Gauntlets, low value piece, 6,000. A True Strike Ring, 60,000. You know, I doubt I'll get that for it, but hey, you know, I have been selling trinkets and rings, so yeah, got that. And then we got the White Remedy Cape, 10,000 there. And then we've got 3 epic patterns here. We got the Mana Weave Cloak pattern, 98,000. Girdle of Ruination for 82,000. And then oh no, it's only 2 epics. I thought that was actually a blue one. Schematic for the Ornite Corian Rifle. Actually, I think I got this during this stream, farm 2. But yeah, 5,000 for that one. But did get 2 of them, so not bad, not bad. And then we did get that epic ring. Fortunately, it was an epic ring. Let's go ahead and take a look at Potato 4. And another Boots of the Zealot Tree or whatever, 7,400. Elixir of the Searching Eye, 8,800. Now this is green, so maybe if you didn't want to do the 20-minute timers, you can benefit off getting this stuff, because there's also another green one we got that's really nice, which is this one. Plans for the Adamantite weapon chain, 114,000 gold region value for that one. It's actually none up on the auction house right now. So yeah, that one's a really nice one, and it's green, so we may have missed that on some of those loot timers we didn't do. But I feel like going after the epics was still better, and we still got it, so whatever. Anyway, Potato 5. We got, let's see here, Bracers, pattern for Bracers of Havoc, 9,000 gold region value. Another Shroud of Spiritual Purity, 10,000. And then we got the Sporting Rifle of the Quick Blade, 29,000 for that one. And we've got this one, the Hammer of Destiny, for 49,000, almost 50,000 gold. So not bad. Got a few things there. And then if we go to the other team, Potato 6, they got Cloak of Eternity for 9,000 gold. And then we go to Potato 7, and they got a True Strike Ring as well, 60,000. And then they got one of the nicer patterns, pattern of Earthen Nether Scale Boots, which are valued at 199,000 gold. And I don't think Potato 8 actually got anything, if I remember correctly. Yeah, well, they got this one green sword for 5,900. That was about it. But yeah, so not bad, guys. I mean, we got what? 2 epic patterns here, an epic ring, and then, which, I mean, it could have been something else epic. Got a nice green pattern here for 114,000. Then, you know, we got a, what was it? We got, you know, another nice epic pattern here, and then another epic ring, as well as we got the epic hammer as well. So not bad at all. Like I said, a lot better, I think, doing it with the 20-minute timer, with the readjusted spots. And honestly, if you could get one more person, then great. I think it would be even better. But really, spawns really were not bad at all once I readjusted those spots. But still, big thank you to Scrawl, because he really helped point out some good spots. And, you know, Just had to adjust them a little bit to get it to work with the 8-man group. But anyway, guys, try it out if you got an 8-man group, or if you can get some people to come along with you and see what you can get. See if you prefer doing it with the 2-minute timer or the 20-minute timer. We might have just been unlucky during stream. But anyway, guys, that is the farm. Hopefully you guys liked it, and I'm just hoping we will see some of these cells on this new group when we do add them to the cleanouts. Alright guys, well, I hope you enjoyed the farm for the Path of Conquest. It's a really nice farm, actually. I was kind of doubting it there for a second when we were doing during stream, just because, like I said, we weren't really getting much except for a bunch of trash. But then again, I mean, that does happen even at some of the best farms, even Solidus. I mean, that can happen. It could just be RNG. But then again, I do think it really made a big difference doing it with 20-minute timers compared to only 2-minute timers. As even though I did end up picking up some nice greens, it seems like more of the goal is to get the epic patterns and things, so it's better to do the longer timers since those are the main items you're looking for. But anyway, guys, come check it out. Like I said, if you can get if you have an 8-man team yourself, or you can get a couple people to come join you, try it out, try these spots out, see how you like the farm. If you are looking for some outland mall to get up on your auction house, it's always great to have that variety, even if you're not really looking to get too much of it. It's still nice to get those patterns. They're pretty popular and they bring a nice value. But anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this one. I will see you guys in the next video. Just make sure you hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up so you don't miss the next one.